My name's Tom Jacobsen. I'm an extension educator for the University of Idaho. Today, I'm going to talk about matching the plants present in most Idaho pastures to the grazing animal that will be most effective at utilizing those plants. Idaho pastures vary widely in plant composition, and it's essential to match the animal species with the pasture plants to optimize grazing efficiency and pasture management. A pasture is a mosaic of plant species, and the plant communities in a particular area will determine which livestock species will be most effective for grazing. Understanding the plant types present in your pasture is crucial for making informed livestock decisions. The four major types of plants found in Idaho pastures are grasses, grass-like plants, forbs, and woody plants. Grasses belong to the family Poaceae. They have narrow leaves, hollow stems, and small wind-pollinated flowers. Grasses vary between species, with some growing upright and others staying close to the ground. They can either be annual or perennial. Grasses make up about 75% of Idaho's forages and can be harvested, dried, and stored as hay. The highest nutritional value is found in actively growing grasses, as their nutrient content declines after flowering and seed production. The growing point on grasses is found at the crown of the plant, near the ground level. This allows the plant to regrow after grazing or some other disturbance like mowing or fire. Grasses need time to recover after grazing, so resting a pasture after grazing is important. To maintain healthy pastures, grazing should be monitored so that when 50% of the plant mass has been consumed, livestock should be moved to a new area, allowing time for regrowth. Grass-like plants resemble grasses, but have solid, non-jointed stems. They are categorized into rushes and sedges. Rushes have round, solid stems and are commonly found in riparian areas where the soil remains saturated with water. They're more closely related to tulips and lilies than grasses. Sedges, on the other hand, have triangular, solid stems and also thrive in wetland environments. Forbs are herbaceous, broadleaf plants that can be annual, biennial, or perennial. They provide valuable nutrition and diversity in pasture systems. One of the most commonly grown forbs in Idaho is alfalfa. However, some forbs, such as Canada thistle, are considered weeds and require management to prevent them from overtaking pastures. Managing the forb population in a pasture should rank high in priority. Woody plants are perennials that contribute to pasture biodiversity and serve as a food source for certain livestock and wildlife. As woody plants mature, they produce lignin, a structural protein that makes them more fibrous and less digestible. While some livestock species consume woody plants, others avoid them. Just as plants have different forms, so do the animals that graze them. The digestive systems of an animal determines its ability to utilize certain plant types effectively. The two primary digestive systems among grazing animals are ruminant and monogastric. The structure of an animal's digestive system directly influences how well it can process different plant materials. Ruminants, with their specialized multi-compartment stomachs, can effectively break down fibrous plant cell walls, extracting nutrients from tough grasses and woody forages. Monogastric animals, on the other hand, have simpler stomachs that rely on microbial fermentation in the hindgut, making them less effective at digesting high-fiber plants, but more efficient at processing relatively easily digestible forages. Ruminant animals such as cattle, sheep, and goats have a single stomach with 4 compartments that enable them to break down fibrous plant materials. The form or shape and size of an individual compartment differs among ruminant animals. The difference allows them to utilize different types of plants more fully. The unique structure of their digestive system allows them to extract energy from cellulose, which is found in the plant cell walls. Cows use their tongue to grasp and tear plants, swallowing most material whole before regurgitating and chewing it as cud. Their digestive system is best suited for consuming grasses, though they will eat some forbs. If your pasture consists mostly of grasses, cattle are an excellent choice for grazing. Like cattle, sheep lack upper incisors, but their divided top lip allows them to be more selective in choosing the most nutritious plant parts, particularly leaves. Sheep can graze both forbs and grasses effectively, making them ideal for pastures with a mixture of these plants. A pasture with mixed vegetation is best for sheep. They will eat woody plants if necessary, but do not prefer them. Goats have a similar digestive system to sheep, but prefer different forage. They are natural browsers, favoring woody plants and forbs over grasses. Goats readily graze forbs, but also graze large amounts of woody plants and grass. Their mouth allows them to pick through and eat tiny leaves of shrubs, avoiding spines. Their large liver and special saliva enable them to more effectively process plants that contain secondary compounds like tannins. These compounds are found in woody plants. This makes them excellent for managing weedy pastures and brushy areas. Horses, unlike ruminants, are monogastric animals with a single stomach, but they have an enlarged cecum that aids in breaking down cellulose. However, because digestion occurs in the large intestine rather than the stomach, horses are less efficient in digesting fibrous plant material compared to ruminants. Horses prefer grasses, but will also consume forbs. If your pasture is predominantly grass-based, horses can be effective grazers, but they require more forage than ruminants to meet their nutritional needs. Horses will not keep woody forbs or woody plants under control. By matching the appropriate grazing animal to the dominant plant species in your pasture, you can improve pasture health and optimize livestock performance. In Idaho pastures, understanding the relationship between plant structure and livestock digestion can make managing grazing systems more efficient and sustainable. Converting plant fiber into usable energy is just a bite away.